All right, I finally got around to replacing my top case on the back of my 2014 KLR. That thing has served me well, and it will be up for sale for probably $10. But anyway, I ordered the Oxford TopBox 44. I wanted something that would hold at least one helmet. I went with the larger one. The smaller one will hold a helmet, but I went with the larger one so I can hold either two helmets or a helmet and some gear. Here's the box. And it's super big, has a really big reflector. I don't know how well it works. I think there's some reviews on how well it works and its durability, but I looked around for an install tutorial and I could not find one, so I thought I would make one. So here's the inside of it. You get this plate, this mounting plate that comes with it. And then you get some hardware that comes with it. I don't think I'll be using these. I'll probably use the rest of this. And what I had to do is fabricate my own install. So I'm using these. What I did was I removed these bolt up front. Okay. This one, and then I bought some studs that have no head on them, and I put a nut down on there, and then I put two more nuts up here, run them together, and I use that to run it down and tighten it. So I'll install another one up here, and then I got this piece of steel shelving support from Lowe's, and I cut it to length. It's like 12 inches is the length you need to support that bracket, and I'm going to drill some holes underneath there. I will mount it on top of these studs, and then I'm going to drill two more holes on the top to match the holes on this mounting plate, right? These holes, because they do not line up with these holes. Okay, and it'll sit a little bit higher. I really couldn't think of another way to do it, and like I said, there weren't any tutorials that I could find, so I just came up with my own method. So that's it. This is what I was talking about on the studs. Like that. And quick turn, and take these out. That's how that works. There you go. All right, update. So, and I'm just curious how many of you were already seeing this as I was describing it, but I could have edited it out, but I don't really care. So, you cannot mount it up here. It's too close to there, and the seat won't clear this piece. When it's sitting up there like that, the seat won't clear it in order to come off. I'm glad I was mocking it up and discovered that. So I'm sure, just by a show of hands, who saw that, 30 minutes before I did? I see that hand. I see that hand. Thank you. In the balcony. Okay. All right. So anyway, I replaced those. I moved this back. It's 3 inches. It's just 3 inches. You have to be back 3 inches. I mounted that. I drilled some holes. There's metal reinforcement that runs right through here. So you arc through metal. You're not just mounting the plastic. I drilled these 2 holes. I'm not a fan of running a stud up and putting a nut on the top because typically if the nut works its way off, the stud falls out and it's gone. Anyway, these are locking nuts, and I'll keep an eye on it, see how well it is. So Now I'm going to mount the back one, and then we'll drill the holes and mount it up. The 22 was put on there when I bought it at the auction, so that's why, in case you're wondering. So good news, I still got to use my nifty stud idea in the back, because when I mocked it up, this bar could actually sit right on top of where these are. This bar, the rear bar, could sit exactly where those studs are, which made it possible to use that nifty idea I was so proud of. So I have mounted the 2 pieces of steel. I've drilled them. I just need to get the nuts. I'm going to put the nuts on there, and then it'll be secured.